I was finance director and CFO of Gujarat Gas. And after 5 years as a CFO, I was made managing director. And I was very happy about it. Of course, this is another example of, I was taking on something that I had not done before, which I did not know completely, and also gave me some discomfort because I realized I have to learn. All that was fine, but I was really feeling that my career is peaking now. But 1 year into that job, British Gas worldwide came into financial trouble. Hi. Let's talk about what drives one's journey in one's career. Yeah. Is it money? Is it position? Every time you take a career call to change or to take a different path, what is it that really is working in your head to make that decision? Yeah. Now, it is, of course, money. It is, of course, position. Those factors are always there. But I've realized, having made quite a few changes over the last 30 or more years, that it is something more than that. There's something inside that drives you every time. And there is a situation. Every time there is a situation. But there is something in your head which is taking you towards the path that you're taking. In my case, I have thought about it many times, and I think what has mainly driven changes is to go and do something which I have not done before, something that I don't know completely well. So let me, give you some examples. My first career change, when I was just, I think, 3 years into my career, was from Dunlop to Britannia. Now, Dunlop, I was working in Calcutta. It was a very comfortable situation. I was working in the tax department. And in Britannia, the job was in the corporate office in Bangalore. And it was actually leading the tax function for Britannia, which was even then a very large company, nationally known, reporting into the head of finance. And so it was, of course, exciting to get that offer. Somebody took some risk with me. But from my point of view, I think when I think back now, it's also this desire to go and do something which seemed a little bit beyond me. In fact, when I was making the change, one of the leaders that I was working with in Dunlop was so surprised that I was offered this. He said that, sometimes people take on something that they cannot manage and then they have to fall back. So you have to think very hard. It was a chance, a risk. And as I said, somebody who gave me that opportunity took that risk. But for me, it was doing something which I have not done before. And this has happened, in my career several times later. Once when I was moving from Bangalore to Madurai. And in Bangalore, we were in a very nice situation, good city, nice life, good work, good company. But I felt I needed factory experience, so went to Madurai. It was a factory manager's job. Factory finance manager's job. So it was very different, in a very different situation. And again, something that I didn't know very well, hadn't done before. So every time you make this change, and which has happened for me, is that there is a level of discomfort. So there is a level of excitement, but there is also a level of discomfort. And it is okay to have that discomfort. Because if the desire is to do something more or try something more, then that discomfort will be there. And one thing that I have kind of understood while making these changes and then trying to come to terms with the new assignment that I have taken up is that I have to go with the approach. I don't have to consciously do it. I know that I don't know enough and I have to learn. I have to learn a lot. And so that approach also keeps you humble and makes you acceptable to people who you're going to work with, and also obviously makes you learn. Now, let me talk about one significant kind of change event which happened in my career. I was finance director and CFO of Gujarat Gas, which was a company owned majorly by British Gas at the time, BG Group of UK. They owned 65%. It was a listed company, Gujarat Gas. Rest of it was public shareholders. And after 5 years as CFO, I was made managing director, and I was very happy about it. Of course, this is another example of, I was taking on something that I had not done before, which I did not know completely, and also gave me some discomfort because I did not. I realized I have to learn. All that was fine, but I was really feeling that my career is peaking now. But 1 year into that job, British Gas worldwide came into financial trouble because they had stuck a lot of money in exploration in certain markets. So in order to raise finance, they decided to sell downstream businesses all over the world. And Gujarat Gas was one of the businesses which was very well valued in the Indian stock markets. So this was to be sold by BG. So we did our road shows, and finally it was bought over by the state government of Gujarat. As I did not want to continue as in that situation, I had to leave. So this was a very kind of disappointing situation in my career, where a career which was apparently going very well was abruptly to come to a stop. BG didn't have much to offer in terms of an alternative role which was attractive enough. So I finally got into Schneider Electric as a partner with the CEO, as the CFO there. And Schneider Electric had a huge ambition of growing its businesses in India. And I had a fantastic experience and journey over the following 8 years. But at that point of time, when I was suddenly seeing a dead end to my MD role, to a career which was going very well, it was a very disturbing and stressful time. Now, that was a time when I again had to reflect on what do I really want to do, what drives me, what is the kind of role that I really want to do for the next 10 years. And Schneider Electric was that kind of a role where a lot was expected from it. They wanted to grow the businesses, they wanted to grow the balance sheets. There was finally an acquisition and integration to be done at the end of it. Again, things which I have not done before and had to do. So the repeating theme which has come back in my career is to go into something which is not completely alien to me. I know something about it, but I don't know fully about it. And the discomfort that I don't know drives me to learn, drives me to work more closely with people and respect people who have been in that situation, that business earlier. And that makes it possible for me to work with them. More recently, from a non-executive role, I took a turnaround role with a renewable energy company. And this one was also, again, a kind of a plunge where I wanted to do something because I've not done this kind of a turnaround stewardship before. And of course, in each of these situations, what you think the role would be is not, the role is usually much more than that. And the discomfort is much more than that. The challenges are usually much more than what you had anticipated. And this has happened to me several times in my career. And you also start to, be comfortable with that. That you expect the unexpected, you expect challenges, you expect that there will be surprises, and then you figure out how to work on that. So I would kind of encourage people to think about the inner kind of voice which is coming, which is driving you to what do you really want to do? What do you really want to do? What is really driving you? What will give you the professional satisfaction? And if that means going into an area which is a little bit uncomfortable, that's fine. And it's only when you're uncomfortable that you learn and you can deal with new situations. So that has been my journey. Thank you very much.